What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about potentially a Hellraiser game. Now, there was an announcement earlier today, and I kind of went out of order myself, that Saber Interactive, I believe on the 22nd, I think that's this upcoming Tuesday. I'll be back. We won't be doing it, like this, you and I, but I'll be back in the office and whatnot. But I want to pay attention to it because originally it was just, hey, they have an announcement, right? July 22nd, they're going to announce something. And I mean, remember, Saber's huge. They have like 13 teams. We know Jurassic Park, that's a big one that you and I probably are very excited for. KOTOR, you cross your fingers and you hope, can it please be a KOTOR announcement? Honestly, though, it's not. So I saw that first. Hey, there's going to be an announcement on the 22nd. But then on Saber's Twitter, I think, they posted this 30-second video, and it's a teaser. It really is. And it's like, at first I just watched it, then I listened to it. If you watch it, to say that it's not Hellraiser, I don't know what else it could be, right? It's got that, I think the first one was maybe 1989, you can correct, or 88, you can correct me in the comments, whatever the year that came out. I have seen, I'm not a big horror film guy, but I have seen the first Hellraiser, terrifying, different, and I really can appreciate, just the lighting and fog effects and just, some of the prosthetics that they use. So freaking creative and clever for the time period. And, obviously Hellraiser's gone up and down since then, but you watch that teaser, it very much sounds like him. I don't know, I mean, Pinhead, right, becomes the name of him, but I don't know if you want to call him something else. Sounds like him. He talks about desires, if you're listening to what he's saying through the TV. The coloring, it sounds like there's chains in the background, which is a Hellraiser thing. Sounds like there's chattering, which that's a, Cenobite as well. So it very, very, very much feels like it's Hellraiser. And here's the thing. I want a Scream game. I've always said that. But, I mean, a Hellraiser game would freaking... I mean, is he still in Dead by Daylight? I don't pay enough attention to Dead by Daylight to know. But he was in it. I think they got the original actor, right, to do the voice lines. I don't know. I'm a big fan. I've really only watched one of those movies from start to finish, but I just think the aesthetic and the feel and the tone of the franchise, and even I think the first three, I've watched a lot of video essays on Hellraiser, seems so freaking awesome. So I am 1,000% behind it. Okay, I really want it. Now here's the catch. When you think about Saber Interactive, right? They do a lot of different stuff. Now, they did World War Z, I believe, and World War Z is more of the live service, you against an army. And I'm just kind of bringing it up because it's normally when we have these horror icon things, they're just the asymmetrical multiplayer. And we've talked a lot about that in the past. I've covered all of them. From Predator to Friday the 13th, I covered that on my main channel 8 years ago, whenever it was. I've been around, and I've played all of them, and I think... they're all solid at worst. And actually, they're really good at best. But I think we can do more. I think we can do better than those. And I've said this time and time again. If you make a Scream game and it's an asymmetrical game, I'm going to lose my mind. I do think an Among Us thing makes sense with Scream because of the whodunit stuff. But let's do some single-player stuff. Let's do it, right? So... I'm trying to think, right? Saber, they did World War Z. I think they're doing that Toxic as a Commando or Commander, the John Carpenter thing. There were leaked pictures of that game. That game looks really, really good, but that's more of a World War Z, Left 4 Dead, kind of situation. It looks really good, but it's multiplayer. And that's okay. That's okay, but I don't know. If you do a Hellraiser game, can we please do it non-asymmetrical? I don't know. You can think about the Labyrinth. I know a little bit of lore about it. You can think about, you can put us in a map and have him chasing us with chains and the Cenobites are, cutting you off and all this stuff. I can see how an asymmetrical game with Hellraiser works. I can. It actually almost writes itself, and it's honestly more likely than not that that's the type of game that it is. But I don't know, can we get one? Because I think if we can get one, by the way, we can maybe prove that, we can do more of that. You know what I mean? You do a Hellraiser one. Can we have a Halloween single-player game? That would freaking rock. I think I've talked before. I think Friday the 13th is the one that's, confirmed to get a game. Friday the 13th, the new game that they're doing, is most likely an asymmetrical multi. Just like the one that they pulled, the one that they delisted and shut down. They're probably just doing it almost again. And it's I don't know. You do a Halloween game with Michael Myers, let's do a really scary, I don't know, you really feel like you're freaking there and make it a single-player game. I have a bone to pick for like Scream. Like if you do that and you don't do single, please, I think like choice-based decisions, like a Telltale thing. You answer the phone with Ghostface and you can pick the answers, and you can switch to different characters until dawn, right? Like the Supermassive games earlier on. Like that's how I think it should be done with specifically Scream. Hellraiser, I mean, I think I would still prefer single player. I think that would make going against them as whatever, like, you don't have to retell the first movie or the book or whatever. You don't have to do that, but just make a new thing, right? I think that's how it should be done. That's maybe a personal biasness, but I don't know. I want to say like I'm tired and sick of the asymmetrical. I play them all. So I played Killer Clowns. I played I played Ghostbusters when Ilphonic did that. Like I play all of them. And some of them I play longer than others, but it's like, I'll play it. If they make a Hellraiser asymmetrical game, Texas Chainsaw, I'll play it. But I mean, come on, let's try something new. So and having it be Saber, and they do all of these different things, Space Marine, right? They had multiplayer and single player, but they do so many different types of games. Feel like it's almost a coin flip. Like maybe it really is single player. So we'll see. July 22nd next week. I'll be tuning in. I'll be there like that second just to see what it is, and we'll do a video probably on the main channel, podcast now, if you guys are unfamiliar. So let me know what type of game you think it is, or if it's a Hellraiser or not, and we'll see you all on the next one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next Tuesday.